Because the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. By craving it, some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. 1 Timothy 6:10. This potent biblical quote has been a source of debate and interpretation throughout the ages. Various individuals and groups have posited a range of interpretations, often coloring the core message with their own and experiences. For many, this quote is seen as an outright condemnation of wealth and financial prosperity. They interpret it as a clear message that the pursuit of material wealth is an inherently evil endeavor, one that leads people astray from their spiritual paths. This interpretation is potent and has held sway in several communities and societies, often driving simplistic narratives that equate wealth with immorality. However, a more nuanced interpretation of this quote reveals a different perspective. If we look beyond the superficial interpretation, we can see that it's not money, but the excessive love and craving for it that is criticized. Money, in and of itself, is a neutral entity, a mere tool that can be both good and evil. It is neither inherently good nor bad, but simply a means to an end. The evil that the quote references is not the money itself, but the unchecked desire and obsession with it. It isn't the money that corrupts, but the attitudes about money, the unbridled lust for it, the insatiable greed that can lead to moral decay. It speaks to the potential for money to become an all-consuming focus, overshadowing all other aspects of life, including faith and personal values. The love of money can lead people away from their spiritual and moral, causing them to engage in actions that may lead to regret and sorrow. It can drive people to make morally questionable decisions and, in extreme cases, even commit heinous acts. Conversely, money used responsibly and with on collective good can lead to societal growth and prosperity. Ultimately, the quote is a cautionary tale about the potential dangers of obsessing over material wealth to the detriment of spiritual and moral values. Yet, it isn't money that corrupts, but the attitudes and beliefs that surround it. Lack of values, not money, is the true root of our problems. Indeed, it's pivotal to comprehend that it's not the lack of economic resources that are the cause of our financial woes, but our collective inability to appreciate and emphasize robust moral principles. We live in a society that often equates material wealth with success, pushing many of us into a vicious cycle, unhealthy financial decisions and habits. We chase after money, aspiring for a grandiose lifestyle that we perceive as a testament to our success. But in doing so, we often forget the essential values of frugality, prudence, and long-term planning. Our inability to distinguish between the good and the bad, the fruitful and the destructive, is an issue that runs much deeper. This lack of discernment, this inability to differentiate between right and wrong financial decisions, has led to a world where the pursuit of quick riches often trumps the pursuit of sustainable wealth. It's not that we don't know the difference, it's that time and again we choose instant gratification over long-term benefits. The problem is not that money is inherently evil, but we are often misguided in our understanding of it. This misconception leads to phrases like "money corrupts," which in fact oversimplify a much more complicated issue. The truth is, it's not the money that corrupts, it's the lack of values that corrupts our relationship with money. This misunderstanding misdirects our focus towards blaming money rather than recognizing the true culprit, our lack of values. Money is merely a tool, a means to an end. It can be used for good or for bad, for building or for destruction, for generosity or for greed. The defining factor is not the money itself, but the person who handles it, their values, their intentions, their understanding of right and wrong. Understanding this difference between a bad financial decision is crucial in reframing our perception of money and its role in our lives. In conclusion, it isn't the money that matters, but who handles it. To lead a financially healthy lifestyle, it's not about having more money, but having the right values and using money as a tool to build, not destroy. Imagine making the decision to go into debt to purchase a luxury item, an item you don't need just to make others envious. This is a choice that many of us have to confront every day. The allure of materialistic wealth, the charm of an opulent lifestyle, and the admiration it elicits from others can be intoxicating. Often, we are swayed by the fanciful pictures painted by media and society. In this scenario, money isn't the villain of the story, it's an inert object. a tool that can be wielded for good or bad depending on the hands that hold it. The real antagonist narrative is the relentless desire to feel superior, the urge to be perceived as better than others. This desire, when unchecked, can manifest itself in various forms. One such form is conspicuous consumption, the act of buying extravagant goods just to flaunt wealth and social status. Here, the use of money becomes a vain endeavor, a meaningless chase after the ephemeral satisfaction of others. The luxuries bought with borrowed money become symbols of vanity, items that add no real value to our lives. They don't contribute to our happiness or personal growth. On the contrary, they drag us into a vortex of debt and dissatisfaction. Now consider a different scenario. Instead of spending on unnecessary luxuries, you decide to save. You choose to resist the allure of immediate gratification and instead focus on long-term financial health. Every dollar is a step towards financial freedom. Each penny conserved is a brick in the foundation of your future. Over time, you gather enough capital to start a business. This isn't just any business, but one that aligns with your values and passions. A business that offers a useful product or service, that solves a problem or fills a need in the market. This venture could be anything from an eco-friendly product line to a community-based service. In this process, you not only gain financial independence, but also contribute to society. Your business benefits customers by providing with value. It creates jobs, helping individuals to support their families and fueling local economies. The use of money in this scenario is fulfilling. It serves a purpose beyond just satisfying personal. It aids in the creation of value, not just for you but for others as well. That's a good use of money. It harms no one. On the contrary, everyone benefits. The way we use money determines our financial future. It establishes the trajectory of our prosperity, our financial health, and our economic resilience. The judicious use of money, a tool as ancient as civilization itself, can lay the foundation for a secure life, a comfortable retirement, and a tangible legacy for future generations. Money, in its essence, is a medium of exchange. It is a representation of value. The way we perceive this value, we utilize it, and how we distribute it speaks volumes about who we are as individuals. The approach we take towards managing our financial resources is often a reflection of our personal values, attitudes, and behaviors. If you are inherently disorganized, it is more than likely that this trait will also manifest in how you handle your finances. Money then acts as a magnifying glass, revealing those aspects of your personality that might have otherwise remained hidden. You might find yourself losing track of your expenses, it difficult to save, or even forgetting to pay your bills on time. This can lead to financial stress and could also negatively impact your credit score. On the other hand, if you are a responsible individual, your prudence will shine even brighter when it comes to managing your finances. You will meticulously track your spending, save diligently, invest wisely, and ensure that your bills are paid on time. Your conscientiousness will extend beyond the realm of your personal life, your financial life. You will build a secure financial future for yourself and your loved ones, demonstrating the significance of responsibility and its far-reaching implications. Indeed, the way we handle our finances not only affects our present and future, but also influences our relationships, our mental health, and our overall quality of life. It amplifies our inherent character traits, making them more pronounced and visible for the world to see. It's a testament to our discipline, our foresight, and our ability to adapt to the ever-changing of the economy. Our handling of money, therefore, is not just a reflection of our relationship with material wealth, but extends into our psyche, revealing our deepest attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. That's just how things work. Exercise for self-reflection. From this moment on, consider every decision you make. Let's delve deeper into this. Each decision we make, irrespective of how small it may seem, can have a profound impact on our future. Decisions are like the ripples in a pond. They create an impact that extends far beyond the initial action. Think of your decisions as the architects of your financial future. Every choice you make, every path you take, everything you decide to invest in is a brick in the building of your financial prosperity. You might be wondering how everyday decisions could possibly have such a profound impact. Here's an example. Deciding to purchase a cup of expensive coffee every day might seem like a small decision. However, if you sum up all those cups of coffee at the end of the year, you might be surprised at the amount it adds up to. This exercise is about developing a mindset, a consciousness about the potential long-term effects of every decision you make. It helps you establish a conscious awareness of your actions and their potential implications. It's about analyzing every step you take and contemplating whether it's bringing you closer to your long-term financial goals or not. Consider this. If you are not conscious of your decisions, you might end up spending a significant amount on trivial things that do not contribute to your financial growth. The importance of this exercise lies in its ability to help you recognize the potential financial consequences concealed within everyday decisions. This consciousness can foster wiser financial habits, and in the long run, it can cultivate a more secure financial future. So take a moment to ponder upon every decision you're about to make. Ask yourself, is this decision going to help me achieve my long-term financial goals, or is it going to push me further away? This self-reflection can be enlightening and can guide you towards financial success. If it's not beneficial, don't do it. Remember, it isn't the money that matters, but who handles it and how. This is a universal truth that people often tend to overlook. It is not just about the wads of cash in your bank account, but it's about the person who is managing it. It's about the choices that person makes, the strategies they employ, and the decision-making processes they go through. Money, after all, is just a tool that in the right hands can be used to create prosperity, security, and happiness. But in the wrong hands, it can lead to ruin, disaster, and despair. That is why it is so crucial to ensure that you are the right person to handle your money, that you have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the skills to make sure your money serves you in the ways that you want it to. But how does one become the right person to handle their money? It begins with making wise decisions. It begins with being responsible. Responsibility is not just about paying your bills on time. It's about understanding the power you hold when you have money and using that power wisely. It's about not being frivolous with your spending, but instead making sure every dollar is put to good use. And then there's considering the long-term implications of your financial choices. This goes beyond just thinking about what you'll do with your next paycheck. It's about envisioning your future, mapping out your financial journey, considering the ups and downs that may come your way, and planning accordingly. What kind of future do you want? What kind of financial stability are you aiming for? What are the risks you're willing to take? These are the questions you should be asking yourself every time you make a financial decision. Because every choice you make today, every dollar you spend or save impacts your future. You have to be strategic, think ahead, and always be prepared for the unexpected. Because when it comes to finances, the only certainty is uncertainty. You never know what the future holds, but by being smart, responsible, and forward-thinking, you can ensure that whatever happens, you'll be financially secure. It's your future at stake, after all.